is up, YouTube? It is your boy G11 in the building, back with another episode of Homie Talk. And this episode is a little special because I will call this the Air Force edition. I'm joined today with my knee high from the tree high homie. We go way back. Gonna call him Jude for the purposes of this. But go ahead and join in and tell the people a little about yourself, bro.
All right, yo, what is up? I'm I'm actually your boy Jude. First name starts with a J. Call everybody dude. Put it together. What you got? You got Jude. I remember meeting this clown back in good old college,
Oof.
where we used to be part of the Lounge Rats.
Yes.
That said, I pulled a Sasuke. If you didn't see the anime picture at first, I love anime too. But I pulled the Sasuke and dipped out on the lounge. No words, just cut all ties, severed them bonds. And then as soon as I got re-blued, I came back like, yo, what up, everybody? It's time to be the Hokage, but not really.
Facts. And then I had to like Naruto it up and fucking go follow in your footsteps or some shit. Gotta go get my friend. Oh. But yeah, so purpose of today's talk. So for those of you who don't know, on the channel, I haven't really talked about it much, but I am currently active duty in the Air Force. Been in almost, it'll be 8 years next month. God, dog, it goes by fast. James too is in the Air Force, and we kind of want to talk about a couple of different, I don't know, I guess experiences and things that we've seen, and just
the magical changes that have been coming.
Because
as where you've been in for 8 years, as you said, I'm getting ready to hit my 10-year mark this December.
Oof.
And I came through some controversial stuff and also got to see many changes coming from basic training, being an electrician in the Air Force. And now I'm actually an Air Force recruiter. Anyone who's afraid of talking to recruiters, you can always check out Jody with a Y. One of the best YouTube plugs I could put in there for anyone who needs information on recruiters.
Yep.
Second comes, G11, but that's just because we started this kicking it right now.
Hey, I'll make sure I put the link down in the description after I do all the editing and post, so people can check out Jody with the Y too. So we got a couple of different topics. Actually, I'll go ahead and let you lead, because I think you had something you really wanted to talk about first.
So, first thing I wanted to talk about, that Aim High app, bro.
I did get
Life has changed now that I know it exists. Number one, the Aim High app, not to be discouraging in any way, shape, or form. There you go. This allows you to set yourself up with an account. You can actually look for a recruiter. You can learn, for those of you who are in the process of joining, start getting into the memory work that's in there, because it teaches you everything you need to know before you get to basic military training.
Facts.
It actually even shows you current individuals in basic right now. You can see their progression. Your families can see your progression as you go through. Oof. And above all else, again, it lets you track, like, what is the recruiter in my local area?
Oh, that's helpful.
It helps you to get information you might not have initially. Because I know, at least when I came through G11, I have to ask, did you look up anything about the Air Force before you came in?
I mean, I tried, but I mean, it's not much information out there. You know what I mean? Well, at least at the time, like, stuff wasn't as easily accessible. You know what I mean? So I came in just blank slate.
True. And for me, I got family who's in it, so they got to tell me, ins and outs. They help prepare me. But like, not a lot of people have that. So rather than just hitting up airforce.com, look up a recruiter and then get little paragraphs of information, you could get everything you need to know in a handy dandy little app. And if you decide that's not what you want to do, just delete it.
Right. Save you so much time.
Right?
So going in there, and wasting everybody's time potentially. Not saying y'all will, but I wish we had this app when me and you first came in. That would have been really helpful. But I mean, here we are. We've been in. We solidified. We have technology now.
Do have
Big.
the technology.
We do have the technology. Things have changed. Um, Speaking of first, I mean, I guess one thing me and you both experienced basic training, right? So,
Right.
what kind of stuff are you hearing that's different now versus like when me and you went through?
So some of the biggest changes definitely hit once, the big C dropped.
Whew. Yeah.
Starting with, little story time, because now you get to hear my transition into recruiting. I I got to find out the news I was going to be coming over to California,
Right.
far from home, to start my recruiting business.
Oh yeah.
Coming from Okinawa, Japan, and I did not want to leave Japan.
Oh, Japan was so nice.
After doing my training, like I left Japan 2019, landed in Texas 2019.
Whew.
No idea what was coming in the year of 2020. As that first night I went to sleep, woke up, missed all the fireworks, and Shabbat, yeah, 2020 is gonna be great. Nothing's gonna happen. This is gonna be our year, like all that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Surprise!
suddenly
Wuhan
out of
weather.
nowhere, it started with the jokes. Like
Yep.
some people being like, "Oh yeah, you look out for the corona and drink a beer."
Yeah.
Stay away from corona, like all that. And then it didn't hit till I finally got here to California, got settled, and I'm like, "Yo, it's my first day of work. I'm
Right.
I'm gonna meet people. I'm gonna change lives. Like I'm all starry. I'm feeling re-blued." And right about lunchtime, my boss goes, "Hey, go home."
Oh shit.
Not only did he say go home, we suddenly stopped processing. There's no one going to basic. Some folks straight, their contract had to was lost.
Damn.
And suddenly we slowly started coming back yo, we gotta get people in. There are people who are
Right.
waiting on jobs.
Right.
And some things people don't know is when you're in the delayed enlistment program, or DEP, as we once were, you only got a year, and then you got to
That's it.
do all of it over again.
Yeah. Everything.
And there are people who are not doing no. You tell me I got to do all that paperwork again? But that said, they start going back to basic training, and you also had 8.5 weeks, right?
Yeah, I had the full 8.5. Yep.
So they cut it down a full week.
Okay. Oof.
Graduation, you don't have any family come see you. They can watch it on Facebook.
Damn.
You
What's that?
had 2 weeks where they started the academic side, when we were learning your Airman's Creed, learning your chain of command, all that,
Right.
all that
Right.
academic stuff, while you were 2 weeks at the hotel.
Damn.
You got COVID tested when you got there. You got COVID tested 2 weeks later to see if you were still good, and then you got a COVID test before you even leave.
Dude.
And in terms of graduation, I know because you came in after me. We had 3 days where it was just you
Yep.
graduate, spend time with your family, you get
Yep.
another day with your family, you get a
Yep.
day with your family on base,
Right.
and then you pack up and leave.
It was something to look forward to.
Now it's you graduated, clean up, pack your stuff. Tomorrow you go to tech school.
That's so fucked up. There's no in between. There's
And
literally no
then-
in between.
There wasn't. And then the gas chamber was down because they didn't want people, because they clean up the masks.
Right.
But if you're exposed to COVID, and then
Yeah.
they clean the mask, but you coughing all in it, then they clean it, and lo and behold, the next day some other folks are coming in.
I see. You get some
You're
rubbish.
you're just reusing the same mask over and
Right.
over and over with all these people.
Oof. Yeah, that I could see that being a recipe for disaster. But that's an experience they missed albeit I did not enjoy myself in the gas chamber.
What you
But
talking about? That cleaned the sinuses, my guy.
sir, treating I could. That's as far as I got with my reporting statement. I
No,
started dying immediately.
nah, see, I just didn't say. I moved my mouth. Like I knew it was coming. So it was just
Bro.
like, give us your reporting statement, sir.
Yeah, that
But
gas
nah,
chamber is no joke. Yeah.
but nah,
What?
for real. Like as it's been going, we started to get to a point where, like, I can't say people could not see this coming, especially if you pay attention to, the news in terms of what's going on with the good old COVID vaccine.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, I got mine. I'll say it. I got mine. But
Me too. Me
uh,
too.
now for graduation, you can only have 2 family members. This
Bruh,
includes kids
that's
that
fucking
have to be
dumb.
fully vaccinated. I can't be quoted too much on the kids because they're still working that part.
Right.
But you can only have 2. So one example, I got a guy who shipped a few weeks ago. He's bringing his wife and his daughter. Like
That's
that,
it.
that's his family.
Damn.
When I know you and I had a list of 10.
Oh yeah, I had shit. My mom came, my grandma, my fiance at the time. I think my sister came. Like I had the whole shebang out there. You know what I'm saying? And all you can
And
only
now
have
you got like 2 people, and after graduation, so I haven't had anyone who's gotten that slip yet come back,
right.
but it sounds to me at least like it's you show up for graduation, your family hangs out with you now that you're a new airman the one day, and you're stuck on base.
Oof.
And then you still go to tech school the next day.
That's
So your folks,
fucking
so all your folks coming from all around, the US, like,
yeah.
and they spend one day in Texas to see you, and then you leave.
That's not even worth the trip almost. It's
Like,
that
I mean, if it were me, I'll be honest, like,
yeah.
because me, I had mom, dad,
Right.
my at the time fiance, now wife,
Yep.
like they all came to see me, and it like that hit me where I live.
Yeah. It's like
But
yes, people care.
I loved having those 3 days as well, because then there's some folks who were like, yeah, we went to SeaWorld. Oh, we did like the river walk, like we did stuff.
Downtown.
And then it's
Yeah.
like, cool, like you showed up and I can show you like
This is
just
my
what I
home.
know of the base. And
Right, 'cause
all I
it's
really did was walk some places.
right. They don't really know the whole layout.
Maybe hit up the bowling alley, which, like, not knocking bowlers, like, I have fun with it.
Right.
But, like, you only have so much time in that one day to be like, I missed you guys. Like,
Right. Damn.
let's be in the moment.
Let's go to the exchange.
Yeah, let's go to the exchange.
Oof.
Let's go over to Popeyes.
I was just thinking that. Oh man.
Don't take me to like Texas Roadhouse or let me get
Right.
some real food. Like
Right.
after this, I'm probably just gonna go to the DFAC, eat with the crew, and then we all leave tomorrow.
Damn. Yeah, that's got to be rough on the new people coming through, man. Like you said, when we went through, we had all that time, 3 days with the family, and then gives us some time to process being with them, enjoy that time, and then we're off to the next thing. These guys, bye. All right, hi, bye, see you. We know basic training changed, tech school changed, which kind of runs into my next thing. I guess once they actually got into the Air Force, like once I actually got in to the operational side and saw how things really were, I was like, oh, this is different type deal. I mean, what was your experience like once
Oh
you
man,
became operational?
oh man, for me, like I had family who was in it. Like they told me like what to expect.
Right.
So for me, my main thing was I straight left the country. Like I went to Germany.
I'm
And
out.
I still remember to this day, like because I didn't know if I should have wore the uniform or anything like that. So I got with my sponsor. He was just like, "Oh yeah, you're just flying in. We're not gonna make you do too much because you got to deal with like jet lag and the change in time. So like, just come in civilian clothes. I'll introduce you to the shop, and then, take you to your hotel room, clock out."
Right.
I was like, "Yo, doesn't sound bad." So after doing the full plane ride, like, I still remember it to this day. Like, I get off, I got my bags, and then I can see my sponsor just because he has, that movie style sign that says Stevenson.
Oh boy.
And I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, that's my guy. And then I noticed he's looking elsewhere at this one guy who's completely lost.
It's like, no.
Like, you know what? Let me see how this plays out, but I also want to leave. So, right. I just rolled up to him, let him look over to the guy, and I was just like, "Yes, sir. Airman Stevenson reports his order." He looked at me, he looked at the guy, looked at me, and he was like, "All right, let's go."
He still wasn't sure. That's crazy. Yeah, that pickup from the airport.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I don't know. Shit, how was it? I don't even know if I can remember. Like, because Korea was my first base, right? So I took rap first after tech school. So I went home for a little bit, and then off to Korea. And I think when I got there was like an exercise or something going on. So I think I went right into game mode after I got there. So I didn't really have time to, because like it's a little different over there, without saying too much. Like you hit the ground running, and I had another A1C from tech school with me, so I wasn't the only new one there. Actually, it's like 3 of us, and I had a good senior airman over there who really trained me up, took me in. That was my homie. Like, that was my homie from day one when I got there, and I had a small circle of friends. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got accustomed really fast, and I was like, okay, this is how this kind of works. Not to say I still didn't do any dumb shit, but it was good having someone there to kind of recept me and just kind of lead me into how things were. But when I first got, I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, is this like what is these sirens and stuff? Like,
yeah, you went into the thick of it.
Yeah.
But for me, like, it was relatively chill. Like,
yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie. When it comes to comparison, like, everyone hears about Ramstein, especially with the news now, and getting refugees, stuff like that. Ramstein stays busy.
Yes.
Spangdahlem, it is you're in the countryside. Like, it was easy street. Like,
so what you're saying is
it was calm. Yeah. If I had a choice, like, not a coin flip, if I had a choice, like, hey, you're going back to Germany, Spangdahlem.
Bet.
All day.
Not the top of my list. All right. But okay, so you got the Spangdahlem, you got in there. So let's skip ahead. Like, you've been there for a little bit now. How was it, like, after you adjusted and really got used to, like, how do you feel like, I guess, big Air Force culture is, or how did you perceive it to be, like, after you had been in for a bit, or shit, we can even jump to Japan.
Okay, I will compare the two just because they were that vastly different.
Oh.
So while I was in Germany, we had a lot of changeover, so to speak, because the first NCOIC I had, or non-commissioned officer in charge, basically, how would I compare that? Basically, he is the manager of the shop. Like,
right.
Karen rolls in, he's the guy who's going to get talked to. He was there for maybe, I want to say 2-3 months that I can remember. And once he was out, we were waiting for the next guy. So we had a few of the techs, rotating until the next guy came in.
Right.
And as soon as that change came in, like, it was a breath of fresh air.
Hell yeah.
He was real dope. He actually did, like, what was it? So I got in charge of the fridge fund, so I had to go buy snacks, stuff like that.
Nice.
And he ended up through me, we used the fridge fund to fund a trip to Paris.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's really neat. Hell yeah.
And then turned around and it was like, oh, well, Christmas is around the corner. And he gave like all of us new guys tools.
Oh snap. That's
I mean,
yo.
Like it was a 10-in-1. So for us, like change out screwdriver like on the fly, but it meant something. Like
hell yeah.
And then to go over to Japan, the dream assignment of all of us weeaboos, otaku, nerds, whatever you want to call us, just gonna say anime's coming up on top in the mainstream now.
Oh,
so be careful who you made fun of in middle school.
Oh yeah. Nerds are coming up, baby.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
Sir.
But hitting the land of the rising sun, like while we were working, like maybe it's just because I was overseas the whole time, but like while you're there, like that's the family you got. Like you can't just go home and be like, hey mom, like was a like I had to take planning into consideration before I saw family.
Yes.
And just being there and getting treated like this is actually my family now, like again, that hit home. Like hey, like are you feeling all right? Like people checking up on you, like make sure you good.
Right.
Oh, you feeling sick? Like is it like bad or is it just something like you can rest off? Because if you can rest it off, like, hey, like, take 40 wings, whatever you need to do, come back and be good.
Yep. Yep. Yeah,
obviously,
that's exactly how it is.
Obviously, that's not everyone, because, like, real world, like, you're going to meet those people you don't like. They're everywhere. But
literally everywhere, in and out of the military. It's just everywhere.
But at the same time, like, you can't let those get to you. Because, like, again, I was in Germany. 3 years, I got to do my own personal Euro trip. Like, and then from there, go over to the land of the rising sun. Sure, Okinawa, tourist island.
Yep.
Like the Japanese arcade, 5 minutes from my house. Beach, 5 minutes from my house.
Right.
Like anime cafe, like all that, like in the area. Festivals once every month. Like just depends on what you want to do. I'm bored of this. Cool. $200 ticket to mainland. Kick it in Tokyo. Go to Akihabara like every nerd wants to.
Go see.
Go to Roppongi. Hit up Osaka. Like it made sense. Like
it's literally the perfect place.
You get to do this stuff.
Right.
Oh man, I feel like you're helping me with more of my job than me in the whole topic now.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, really, so it sounds like you enjoyed the travel and the cultural part more. Is what your takeaway was from everything so far, and then the family part too. You know, being away. You know?
Yeah, like real talk. If I had to go back and talk to younger me, like not even me being a recruiter now, but like if I had to go back and be like, yo, before you go into this office, what are 3 things you want to do? I know young me would have been like, well, Gramps and my uncle said, you know, Air Force is great. Dad said join the Air Force. Like everyone said join the Air Force. Like, so I'm gonna join.
Facts.
Okay, cool. But what do you want to do?
Right.
Okay, cool. At least take up the travel.
Yep.
Like, but before COVID hits and as we're recovering now and people are getting ready to go back to overseas locations.
Yes.
Like one of my guys finally came back for recruiter's assistance and he's going to England like in a week.
What? Damn,
yeah, he's going to England in a week.
The youngins get all the best assignments.
But that said, like I'd go and I'd just be like, yo, take this opportunity, use it for travel. Get your education done because CLEPs. I got burnt out on school. I got burnt out on school. That's why I Sasuke'd all of you. But at least with a CLEP, shoot, self-study.
Yep.
Go take a test, and if you pass it, bump the class.
Yep. Literally,
I'm gonna CLEP my whole degree at this point. Mark my words, I'm gonna CLEP my whole degree.
You literally save yourself months of schooling, years, depending on how much you do, like with the CLEPs, and you just go in like it's like an hour long for the test, and the first time's free, and you get the credits. Like, hell yeah, shit! I was a CLEPing fool myself.
Shoot. Math, easy.
Yep.
English, easy. Speech, I took the class. I took the class.
Yeah, that one's more fun as a class anyway. But so like my experience was pretty similar to yours though, like in terms of the travel. So even though like I get to Korea, it's like, oh, exercise time starts, oh, fucking alerts going off. Um, it was still like, okay, I'm here, I'm new, I don't know what the hell's going on. You guys are my brothers now. You guys, I have to
Yep.
learn from you and rely on you guys to teach me how to move forward in this thing and how to even just operate, because I didn't know shit. They, in traveling, we went out, we traveled. I did a lot of hikes the first time I was there. I didn't go to the Jeju Islands. That was like the second go around. But I don't know. It was just nice eating the food, experiencing the culture. Korea. The joke about Korea is like it's a dirty Japan, which I kind of agree. It's kind of like just shit on the ground everywhere. They don't have as clean of it's not as much as an emphasis in Korea as it is in Japan. So, but the people are still pretty cool, and I just had a great time there. So, like, fast forward to Japan, though, I had an even better time. I've had even made some better lifelong friends actually on some of the other videos. Days of Soma, Razzle Dazzle. So he was in Korea with me, then he was in Japan with me. So that was like, one of my brothers for real. That's why we keep in touch. And like I said, just getting out there, climbing Mount Fuji. I climbed Mount Fuji while I was out there, seeing the Gundams going down the Odaiba. You got the Sega building down there and Akiba. Well, I think it's going away soon. Damn, that makes me sad. But
What?
the Sega building, I saw an article not too long ago. They're going to actually shut it down soon. The big old
No.
Yeah, the big Sega arcade build. It's been there for years, and they're shutting it down. They didn't renew the lease, so
Oh, I
yeah.
mean, at least I got a Gundam now, so.
Right. They got the Gundams. It's just a good time, man. I had some really great mentors in both places. So what's kind of funny, my very first supervisor that I had in Korea is actually where I am now, which is nuts. Yeah, yeah. We're both at the same location, and I caught up to him. Like, we're both tech sergeants now, but he's still a great mentor. Like, just one of the coolest people I know. Always has a cool head, and we can literally just sit here and talk a lot. Kind of like how me and you do. And he's very well traveled too. Like, how you did the Euro trip? Yeah, he did the Euro trip. So I don't know. It's been to me, Air Force culture wise, has been a really good experience. It's given me travel. I got my associate's degree, working on the bachelor's. Really great friends. I already knew you from college.
Yeah. I won't even play there. Like,
Yeah.
I pulled a Sasuke and straight made I made the Taka squad. Like,
Yeah. We're like, where is
I
he
won't
at?
say that. I won't say I replaced you as of yet, but you have a close runner-up who's over in Vegas. He at least made me the godfather of his kids.
Oh, on the damn video. Oh my goodness. I see how it is.
I told you, the future's coming. You're gonna get exposed.
No.
Headline startup right now. G11 doesn't even name OG homie Godfather.
Okay, I'm doing it on the video. You are the godfather of these kids. I gotta bring them around.
Done. See,
bro, I'll tell you, but it's been a blast. I do have to say, even though I'll see 8 years, I'm trying to go for the whole 20 with the Air Force, right? And you've been in about 2 years longer than me because you're about to come up on 10. We've seen this September, we've seen all kinds of sweep and change, and I think one of the biggest, I guess one of the biggest changes I've seen, and there's some that's coming. They've did some major dress and appearance changes. The females, they can get their ponytails. We got the PT standards that changed too, which is nuts. I know we were talking about that a little bit before we got in stream. We did. It's like, real talk, people, like, PT is easy now.
Let
I
me
don't know if I should say that.
first off, let me tell you like this. Rewind a bit back to basic training.
Yep.
How long do you remember running for?
Every goddamn day.
For like what, 2 hours? It was like 2 hours, right?
Yes. Yeah, 5 in the morning, every morning, out there running, breaking my.
So we did and if we weren't running, push-ups,
Strength
pyramid
day.
push-ups,
Yep.
doing the sit-ups. Had us do pull-ups, and they're not like, we're not even testing on pull-ups.
We really were out there doing the pull-ups. Oh my days. Yes. We're literally every single flipping morning. We're out there doing something. Oh man.
And now.
Oh no.
I want you to show what 18-year-old me could have been doing.
There it is. Boom. PT standards.
There we go.
So for all the younger cats.
Yep. So like this is like the only one I think stayed the same.
Right.
But originally, I had to hold this standard all the way to 30.
Oof. Oh man, don't say
So
that.
like you don't know. No, you don't know how happy I was when they talked about changing this and I had my birthday.
Yeah.
And by my birthday, I mean I turned 18 and had 12 years of experience.
I like what you did there. I like. Yo,
everyone still thinks I'm young, so I gotta hold that up to.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, once you hit that 18 with 12 years, oh man, actually let me pull this up. So for those, I have it on screen right now. This is the 25 and under. This is like what they have to do. They have to run. Before, I think our max time was 12:33, if I'm not mistaken. That was literally the maximum time, I think.
Yeah.
I think these are still the same for the maxes, but that run,
like, if you could not make it in 12, like you were in trouble.
Yeah, you see that clock and you got that last lap. But now,
granted, if you're still doing that like 15, like you're still in trouble, but at least they count you for that.
They give us 30 to 34, so I can't wait until my 18th birthday with 12 years of experience. Like, bro, this is so much nicer. The maximums have come down. Actually, what, really? 57 push-ups for max?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My lord. 54 sit-ups. I'd do that now. And then
get back there with the young people.
No. I want these brackets.
Stay there with the young people.
Look, I'm gonna be right here running that 1253, and you still get max like damn pretty good points. Like that's pretty good. Like holy smokes.
Yep.
And I think the biggest thing we saw was that it goes pretty high up. Like the older you get, the easier the test becomes. And
that is a nice segue. Because people coming in, it is never too late.
Never too late.
I'm clapping because it is never too late. Air Force says you can be 39.
Holy shit. 39.
You just need to get to basic 39. And after 20 years, 39, pull that test up.
Hold on, here, I'll pull it
Pull that test up.
Wait, we want to see the 39, right?
No, show me after 20 years of service, getting that Air Force retirement. Show me the test.
So show me the test. You'll be in this bracket. So, I mean, you get 19 minutes to run. You can walk that, okay? This is, if you come in at 30, you do 20 years of service, you'll be in this bracket. You can literally, like, oh my days. It's never too late, people. It's never too late.
It's not. It's really not.
It's never too late. Oh man.
Man.
Yeah, yeah. They've done a good job about, accepting those all kinds. So overall, like my time with the Air Force has not been awful. I want to try to make my 20-year mark and get that retirement. And it is slowly but surely changing and becoming more modernized. I do think for the better. We just
That's
gotta keep lobbying the right way, and for all those old this is gonna be a plug for all you old retired guys. Leave it to us. I follow the pages on Facebook. God damn it!
I believe you. I believe you. However, I'm the other end of the spectrum
Mhm.
where you're all on the pages. I'm still trying to figure out my Facebook. I might be too old, but I'm still 18 years old with 12 years experience, and I can't work on Facebook.
Yeah, technology is hard. I got all this shit. It takes me a minute to sort out. My daughter knows how to use her iPad better than I know how to use this freaking computer. So, yeah, but I think we covered a good round of topics here. I definitely appreciate you coming on the show and sharing your experience and just covering a couple things. Did you have anything else you wanted to say to the YouTube universe out there before we wrap this thing up?
Most I can think of. G, I appreciate you letting me on.
Yeah,
maybe next time I will expose the truth of the lounge. Maybe get some more lounge guests.
Oh yeah, we should.
Yeah, that's right.
We should. Yes, bring. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Damn, man. I don't know.
What you scared of?
Nah, I ain't scared. What you scared?
Get exposed?
Bring them on. Bring them on. I ain't scared. I took some L's in the lounge, but it's okay.
Yeah, not just L's. You dealt with the spread of Wappa Kool-Aid.
I did.
Punching boulders. And my favorite line.
Oh God. And literally every time I walked in there, I heard it. I'm like, oh, here we go again. So,
yeah. But above all else, everyone respect the 5 Bs, and also respect anyone who plays Rock Lee in Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 and give that man a theme song.
Don't listen to this disrespect.
Respect anyone who plays Rock Lee, Ultimate Ninja 2, and gives that man a theme song, because they know what they're doing.
Oh my God. Here we go. Yep, that's a lounge story. Only those who've been in the lounge will know. But maybe we'll bring it up at a later date for you all.
Let's do
it. But definitely, thanks for coming on. I think we had a great conversation. Hopefully, anybody out there is watching that wants to join the Air Force, do your research on it. Talk to your recruiter.
Aim High app.
Yeah, hit the app, Aim High. Definitely, if you have questions for us, you can drop them in the comments below. If you have anything for Jude, if you have anything for Jude, drop it in the comments. I'll make sure he knows. But as always, if you like the content, drop a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one. There we go.